What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's Ernie Blerd without fear. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today's video, we're gonna be talking about King in Black, Black Cat #1 by Jed McKay and CF Villa. And in this video, we are gonna learn that the Black Cat has stolen a lot of things in her illustrious career, but we're gonna learn she has not only stolen something from one of her greatest friends, but that she's also stolen a couple of different things from one of Marvel's most powerful heroes in the Avengers. And suddenly, she's gonna have to take those very same talents and steal something from Null instead. We're gonna talk about all that and more right now, but first, wash your damn hands and let's hit that intro.
Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy.
One of the things we learned is that, while the evacuation's going on across the city, across, New York, in the wake of Null's arrival, a lot has been going on. There are some other comics that definitely had other things going on, but things I just don't think are quite as interesting as what's going on in this book. Like, I love King in Black, Immortal Hulk #1 as much as the next guy. It's a great comic, but there's very little to talk about there because there is no talking in the entire comic. It's just you watching Hulk do stuff. And more importantly, even some of the other books I've looked at, like the Union #1, Atlantis Attacks, and Symbiote Spider-Man. I don't know, for some reason, I haven't been able to get into those particular comics, but there is something here with the Black Cat book that I find very interesting, and it is that this does seem to tie a little bit more directly into King in Black #1 than some of those other books would lead you to believe. We know that, of course, as of King in Black #1, and of course you go through Venom #31, which I am not going to do a video for because it's literally just Eddie falling for 22 pages. That's what it is. I couldn't express that any more to the point. So yeah, if you're looking for that Venom 31 video, it ain't gonna happen. But that said, Black Cat, while everything is in chaos, she is going to try and steal something. Now, what she's trying to steal is these caches of black money that S.H.I.E.L.D. has kept hidden in all of these different drop spots across the city. Now, S.H.I.E.L.D., of course, we know is disbanded, so this money has kind of just been left hanging around, and then another group of people have come along and they're trying to steal said money while everyone else is too busy focused on, trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Well, Black Cat is going to use this opportunity to rob the people who stole the money, but as she's in the middle of doing this, of course, with her buddies Granger and Corpse riding the spider buggy, which she just stole from Spider-Man because, of course, he wasn't using it, but while they're tailing the people who've stolen the money, right as they're about to make their strike against these would-be thieves, we see one of the Grendel dragons that Storm laid low crash down into the tunnels where Black Cat, Granger, and Corpse are chasing down these would-be thieves. And the resulting crash and explosion has pretty much destroyed the lot of the money and pretty much taken out the guys, the mooks, who are pulling off the job. And this has left Black Cat a little cold because she feels like she has been hit. Even though she was about to hit these other guys, it's one of those things that, she owes somebody a receipt. She has to get back at somebody somehow. And the thing is, they don't know who the hell they're going after. And when Felicia goes out into the world and tries to find out what's going on, she finds Captain America and the rest of the Avengers fighting the fair one with Null and all of his minions. But when things start getting out of hand, namely at the point where Doctor Strange is overwhelmed, something that we didn't really get to see a whole lot of in King in Black #1, but we do see that Stephen Strange is taken over, but not just taken over by the symbiotes, he's been encased in some kind of symbiote globe. For whatever reason, this spear of symbiote goo, Null has taken possession of it. And it's about roughly this point that we see all of the heavy hitters that Cap had brought to bear against Null, Sentry, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, they're all getting wrecked right now, of course, as we've seen, and Cap tells Felicia to get the hell out of Dodge so that she can fight another day and potentially save the one person who can probably stop all this. And who do they go to recruit? They go to recruit Dr. Steven, who some of you may remember as the gentleman who Liz Allen hired to help Eddie Brock figure out what was wrong with his symbiote back in Venom #151. Dr. Steven is probably one of the foremost experts on all things symbiote related, and if if they're going to be going up against the god of the symbiotes, well, they're going to need this guy's help. And why Felicia needs him is because she's going to need his help figuring out how to stop Null, because they are going to steal something from him. They are going to give Null a bloody nose for what he did in regards to basically crashing their gig, trying to steal that black money. Now, when Cap sent Felicia away to try to, set this whole deal up, at first I thought, well, maybe she's sending him to go get Dylan. But then I thought about it. Why would you need Black Cat to track down Dylan and break him out? Because he's not really hidden away in anything that would have to be broken out of. Dylan could leave if he wanted to. No, the person that they're going to break out is Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange has been overtaken and he is one of the most powerful beings they still have at their disposal, who is not, ripped in half. Though, of course, one can make the argument that Blue Marvel or Spectrum or, I don't know, any number of other characters like maybe Hyperion or somebody like that could come in and probably help save the day. But of course, hey, what are you gonna do? But this is all made even more interesting by the fact that Black Cat has recently stolen from Doctor Strange. This is something that's actually brought up earlier in this comic, where when she first recognizes that Doctor Strange is on the battlefield, she actually brings up that she has stolen from him and she hopes that he doesn't notice that she's there because she has robbed him twice. Now you're probably sitting there wondering, like, wait, she's robbed him twice? What are you talking about? When did this happen? Well, apparently, if you go back, which was not that long ago, if you go back to last month's Amazing Spider-Man number 51, Last Remains, you'll learn that she actually stole the hand of the Vishanti from Doctor Strange in order to help Spider-Man track down Kindred. Well, another thing she did, and I think this might be the other thing, because this was kind of not that long ago either, she also stole the Necronorticon for Mike Murdock when he used the Norn Stone to make himself into an actual real person, not just some hollow creation by an Inhuman. If I had to guess, my guess would be Doctor Strange is who she stole it from, and now she gets to return the favor to him by helping him bust out of this not-so-L7 square to help save the rest of humanity. Like I said, of all the tie-ins they've done so far, this is actually the one that grabbed me the most because it actually ties directly into what's going on with King in Black number 1. Not to say the other ones don't, but it's just this one felt like a more organic tie-in than some of the others, and I see why they actually pushed back this book as far back as they did. COVID notwithstanding, but still, this book was supposed to come out a while ago, and I think even at one point was canceled. But I'm actually glad they kept this book on the table because it was actually oddly entertaining. My bigger question, though, is that, man, I feel like Felicia should not really be so worried about Doctor Strange, but I mean, hell, maybe he should also bust Storm out as well, because at the same time, Storm is also one of the few people that has been able to actually hurt Null. So yeah, maybe you might want to bust her out too while you're at it. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought about King in Black, Black Cat number 1 by Jed MacKay and CF Villa. Wash your damn hands and sound off in the comments.